Hello, everybody. Welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. I am going to redo my thank you for the lovely Karen E. Gaynor who gifted me the cards I'm using right now, the Vintage Wisdom Oracle. I'm sure you guys, if you're ever perusing Amazon, you've seen them. They're absolutely beautiful, and I love all things vintagey. I think I thanked her in this morning's video, but I think I called her Eleanor. Sometimes when it's 5 a.m., I don't know who I am or where I came from. So thanks again, Karen. I really appreciate this. To everybody who always comments, contributes to my channel, sends me cards, sends me their candles like Lisa did, all these thoughtful things, and Tracy, the time she made me that beautiful wirework ring, all these thoughtful gestures really add such light and gratitude into my world. I can't thank you guys enough. I appreciate you so much every day that I'm always looking forward to creating new and fun videos, garnering insights, medical, psychological, whatever it is, so we can, really expand our horizons on who we are, where we're going, and, add a little ease and fun into our lives because like a lot of people, I'm someone who pushes and I want to achieve, and then I forget to really slow down and take in all the beauty that's around, right? But I posted this yesterday, and I feel like this is really true. Energy will flow in and flow out of our life. It's meant to be experienced. It's not kept. It's not hoarded. This is a journey of connectivity, not attachment. So this is our journey of abundance, not scarcity. So when we shift all our thoughts, energy, and sensations towards experiencing things and releasing it in a healthy way, we have a wonderful experience with life. Things are not heavy. They're really beautiful. And speaking of that, let's discuss some new experiences that are going to come in for you and any messages from Spirit regarding that. So we have 3 choices today of these beautiful vintage oracle cards. Number 1 is intuition. This reminds me of my Aunt Irene's room. She loved like Victorian style everything. Number 2 is intention. I think Cherry's ace card is this particular card right here. I love that image. Number 3 is kindred spirits, which we all know our life is better when we're endeared with a charming kindred spirit that makes us feel light and good and free, and they're non-judgmental. So let's see what's happening with number 1. I'm going to take a deep breath and have a sip of water. Get your coffee, get cozy, relax. I'm really noticing more and more, because I rewatch some of my videos for cadence, content, and all that, that when I really slow down and make a safe, mellow environment for you guys to listen, it's very restful. And I do have some favorite speakers, but I do notice when they speak very quickly and they're racing through their reads because they have so much content, I feel a little hurried. I feel a little anxious. So I'm going to be very aware of keeping my cadence really mellow and calm for you, because this is meant to be like a restful experience, a soulful experience where you're really being able to be present and enjoy this. Because so much of life we feel like, well, I have to do this and I have to go there and I have to check this off. We don't have to do anything. When we remind ourselves that we can do things in a slow, mellow pace and really absorb and be enveloped in them, life is really a bit richer and calmer for us. So that's what I'm aiming for, and that's what my intention is out of life this week. Because like anyone, I get a busy schedule, but I'm like, I don't have to do as much as I think I have to do. That's our ego going, do everything and do it 20 times and do it over and be perfectionistic and, drive yourself crazy. And that's not what this is about. We're not trying to put ourselves in straitjackets here. We're trying to be calm. Okay, so we're going to start with intuition. So what is the word? Intuere is Latin for intuition, and that means to look within or to contemplate. In drawing this card, you're being prompted to do just this. Really see through the quiet lens of meditation, and then intuition can lead you to your own knowing. I try to do this every morning when I wake up to slow everything down. I make sipping my coffee like a quiet meditation, and I start to hum. Something that helps bring us to that level is sound. I have a tuning fork, jazz, something that's quiet, that mellows us out, and then get into that state. I'm not talking about 10 minutes, an hour meditation. I'm talking about a whole 60 seconds where we're just deciding to be present and feel our body. Feel, are we tense? Are we calming? Are we you know, erratic? Do we have monkey mind? Just identifying where our headspace is at and tuning into that and slowing everything down, right? This is about reaching for our highest potential mentally, our calmness, because everyone possesses intuition to varying degrees, but it doesn't thrive well in the domain of excess thinking or analysis, right? While the intellect has a vital place, this card reminds us to look within for answers, because knowledge is taught and by contrast intuition is caught, right? It's just a feeling that just it's catching through the air and we grab it. We visualize our mind as an empty chalice to catch the messages springing from the fountain of intuition. So since knowledge expounds outwardly while intuition listens inwardly, by listening you're more likely to reach wise decisions in the face of adversity in any situation in need of clarity. So if any little social explosion or argument takes place, instead of engaging immediately, which logically is defensive and ego ridden, slow down and really evaluate what's going on. What initiated this confrontation? What is the energy around it? And what can you do to dissipate this and really listen to your intuition, because that will serve you the best. So I really love this. And all oracle cards carry symbols, and they've been designed to trigger insights. And the intuitive faculties for this card are no exception right here. If you look for clues, symbols, and colors in there, like as you can see, there's a bridge, right? There's a moon in the middle of her forehead. She has the lovely, I guess that's a duck or a dove on her. I'm sure there are keys on her somewhere. All the glittering stars, water where our emotions flow through, the spirals and swirl, the mossy. I love that. And right there, her heart space is wide open. There are sort of mechanical gates that open up to that. It's all about, you know, the freedom of where we look to get our answers. And when we look in our heart space, it's much more calming, right? And now next I am going to totally blow your mind with this new deck. I have to tell you, I have been impressed with decks before, but I have to say this is the best artwork I've ever seen. And at the end, I'm going to spread out the deck so you can have a quick look. And on Patreon, I'm going to do a card review. I'm very, very seldom, you know, feeling like that is something that I need to do. But as soon as I got this deck, I was in absolute awe. I don't know why I put off getting this, because it is stellar. It is so stunning. And it's called Shadowscapes Tarot. And you'll see when your cards come up. And at the end, if you'd like to come through at the end, I am going to do a quick flip through. It reminds me of a couple different pieces of work. It's very like Alice in Wonderland, Lion Witch in the Wardrobe. It's very indicative of one of my other favorite decks, the Line Strider deck, but the colors are more effusive and beautiful. So let's see what your first one is. Ooh, the Emperor. Like, look at this. This particular one is like, some are very simple and some are, you know, I just love these. So the Emperor. So some of your energy right now that you're tapping into is very leadership capacity in a really great way. You feeling strong, you feeling empowered, you feel like you have, you know, the golden ticket to do what you need to do. Part of that is your intuition is leading you to a wonderful place of, you know, your capabilities, knowing that you have whatever it takes to lead a group yourself, and you're not going to be deterred by naysayers or, you know, little negative gossips or anything like that. They're just not going to affect you. Beautiful. And part of that is the gorgeous Fool energy. Now, the Fool energy is travel light, be simplistic, be run from your heart and intuition, know the world and spirit is guiding and protecting you and taking care of you. Look, she's on this tiny precipice, you know, with a beautiful fox, just like, yeah, let's get up here and see what's going on. There's butterflies and hearts all around, and she feels sustained and protected by the universe, as will you. And it is going to give you beautiful intuitive insights moving forward, whether to say yes to that opportunity, that date, that person. You're going to have this feeling of just sublime relaxation and safety and strength, and that's really important. Ooh, Ace of Swords as well. Wow, Group 1, you guys are in this to win this. So you are going to have such clarity of thought that you're streamlining everything. You know, you're not being oversensitive to everything. You're not hoarding. You don't feel like you need extra anything. This is a new beginning mentally for you, what you're going to choose to participate in, who you choose to be around, really containing yourself and storing up that knowledge, energy, and resources that you need for when it's really necessary, instead of giving that energy away, giving that abundance away It's one of those things where you just feel like you have extra gears in your mind right now, where you're reaching in and you have great accessibility to memories, to names. You're looking at things with those gorgeous ancient eyes that say, oh, I get this. This feeling, this intuition feeling, this is right. I understand. I'm slowing down. I'm focused in on what really matters. And you're just letting everything else just fall away. And then you're really experiencing true peace, true gratitude for what's there. You're seeing beauty in everything, and you're absolutely tuned in such a beautiful way. This, as your center energy, is remarkable. Just saying thank you. Thank you for, letting me release the heaviness, the baggage, the ego, the things that complicate things and make me second guess myself and others. When I just trust myself, the universe, and in my soul, I am going to stay on the right path, purpose, and really be directed by this beautiful divine intuition and synchronicities that are surrounding me. So that is gorgeous energy, group one. Don't forget to press like and subscribe if you're new. All my links are down below for private reads. If you want to come through on the end, this is just a quick reading. I'm going to do a sort through of these cards because I'm really, really blown away. And over on my Patreon channel, I'm going to do a review on this deck as well as this gorgeous vintage wisdom oracle because I'm blown away by the artistry in both of them. Beautiful energy flowing around you really, really wonderfully. Next is intention. So let's see what the book has to say on that. I really love when you not only get fantastic artwork, but you get really lovely, simple, gorgeous writing and theories in the books as well. So let's see what intention has to say. So now we're on to number 2, because I know sometimes I just go right into the second one and people are like, what's going on? So right now, if you have this card, this is saying, you're being prompted to contemplate your aims and intentions right now. Really be clear that they accurately reflect your feelings, your thoughts, and your spiritual aspirations. And think deeply as to whether they are honorable and worthwhile. Oftentimes what I do is I write them down. When I see them in black and white right in front of me, I can identify, okay, that might provide extra stressors I don't need. That seems a little ego driven, that seems whatever. And then I see, is it so much on the physical? Is it so much on the spiritual? And I sort of round it out. Writing is a really useful tool for this. This is about helping you reach your highest potential, because events may not always manifest as you wish, but the purity of your intent will be recognized and accounted for in accordance with the laws of cause and effect. So it might not be every little specific, but it really rounds out karmically to your best interest. So really look for these synchronicities once you set these intentions, because you're already going to start to manifest. It's the King James Bible quote, as you sow, so shall you reap. So the harvest of your wise intentions are going to be bountiful. When you're setting forth in the right direction, which is honorable and true, and you're just trying to elevate in your life path, you're trying to be the best you, universe hears that and wants to bring you what's in accordance with that. So I'm going to give the shuffle to the Shadowscape Tarot. If you guys are just tuning into your particular grouping, I'm going to do a quick flip through at the end of this, because this is the most gorgeous deck I've seen in terms of artwork. So let's see what's happening for you. And I had gotten this deck several times, put it in my basket. For some reason, I don't know if I thought I owned it. I don't know if I was just debating, but I can't believe I lived without this deck. Ooh, so you have the Chariot. Like, look at the artwork. It's so stellar. There's so much gorgeous symbolism. It's so rich that it wouldn't even need like what it was on there, and I feel like I could already just start channeling through the imagery. So the Chariot says you're moving towards this, your good intentions, you're moving quickly towards whatever it is you're trying to manifest. So please, if you want it even faster, write it down, envision it, already act as if it's here, as well as showing gratitude for it. Thank the universe for this. Thank spirit guides for putting these messages through to you in a very intuitive manner for you to recognize. That's what's important, that I create good energy around me, that I'm fair to people, that I respect myself and my boundaries, that I communicate what's important to me, that I live healthily, all those type of things, as opposed to materialistic things and wanting things. It's just things that acquire that you acquire, they take up space, they take up oxygen, they need looking after. There's so much excess in the world that this is about really honing in on what your dreams are, your creative process for sure. You also have temperance, so you're going to fall into this beautiful balance of yin and yang, of giving, receiving, taking, giving, feeling good, feeling like you're not rushed, feeling like everything is accessible when you need it, feeling like you can take a deep breath and enjoy life and slow down and sketch and read and just be in this place of bliss. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. That's what's wonderful about temperance. You're like, you're on the right path. You don't need to, you may have a lot of ideas and knowledge, but just because you're wearing a watch doesn't mean you need to tell everybody what time it is, right? You're relaxed in your own strength right now. You also have, Knight of Swords, beautiful. So I feel like you're entering this place of really high-minded ideas, really streamlined thinking, where now you understand that this is a plan you can get into play. This is something you can pull into the 3D. You're really reaching that, that into those thought bubbles, pulling them out and turning them into reality. I want to do this. You write it down. You make a game plan. This blueprint is really simplified and accessible to you now, because instead of overcomplicating or wanting to seem grandiose, or even worse, applying perfectionism so everything gets delayed, you're being very realistic and you're getting the resources. You're doing the best you can with what you have, where you are, and you're creating and you're doing. And this is now becoming your reality, because it's time, you feel it, you're capable of having and doing whatever you want. And now you're putting that into play in a really quick, fastidious way. So I'm super excited for you, but also not burning yourself out or doing anything to extremes. You have a really nice mojo going. So let that energy flow in that gorgeous direction that you've adapted, because, now is your time. You're ready to succeed. You know that you have what it takes and you're ready to just march in there and do it. So really beautiful energy. And comment down below if you just love these cards. I'm so enamored. Like, I just want to sit here all day and look at them over and over and over. I'm like, I wish I had nothing to do today so I could just stare at art. You know what I mean? So if that's you, welcome. Very good energy coming your way. Don't forget to press like and subscribe if you like this video. My name's Melanie, and all my links are down below. If you need a private read, come see me over on Instagram. It's Sparkwist11. I post daily memes and funny things, and I connect with people over there, and I absolutely love it. Everything else is down there too. My Etsy store for all my handcrafted gems and jewels. It helps support my channel. So very gorgeous energy. So now we're on to number 3, kindred spirits. I hear so many people that ask me too, Melanie, like, where's my tribe? Where's my kindred spirits? Kindred spirits make our life so wonderful because they don't judge us. They know how we think. There's high compatibility. So let's see what's going on. So it says, although we are all kindred spirits in terms of our humanity, this card specifically refers to the spiritual recognition between souls, either personally and or collectively, because of the unexplainable familiar feelings that often are a hallmark of the kindred spirit. Between seemingly strangers, many believe that soul recognition is forged over lifetimes, and that we reunite with one another through the law of karma for the purposes of spiritual evolution and alignment. So whatever your beliefs, the mysteries that resonate between kindred spirits is something we can't ignore, right? Keep in mind that fate can sometimes conspire to bring people or groups together. So gradually unearth a kindred spirit connection over time. By selecting this card, you're reminded of the gift of kindred spirits. It may be affirming an existing relationship, prompting you to look differently at an ongoing one, or it could be the universe preparing you to expand your horizons for new people coming in. This has happened several times to me. The universe sends me beautiful kindred spirits, usually in times of jeopardy, stagnancy, or just when I'm in some kind of emotional turmoil. Usually it was like at one of my jobs where all of a sudden I felt like I was surrounded by people that just did not care. They were lazy, they were spiteful or whatever. Then somebody else would be hired or come into that department that was so similar to me, and we would laugh all day and have the best time. And it was like going to hang out with your best friend. It was no longer like work. That will happen. Our spirits and guides know when we need people of a kindred nature to help us along and ease our path, and also to be our cheerleader so we can cheer each other on and raise the vibration of, an area of our life, their lives, a workplace, school, whatever it is. it is an all around thing. And what's crazy about that, I've told you several times that Eleni, who's my kindred spirit, when I met her on the beach, she hardly even spoke any English, and right away we knew through the connection that that was what was taking place, and that we were, we were meant to spend time together, and, both being artists and spiritual beings, and really people who just needed someone that was like-minded, that wanted to speak about stars and the earth and art and humanity and all of that. And she has been one of the most important chapters in my life in recognizing the big picture, because sometimes we would be dirt poor and we would just be scrounging for like special tea money, and then other times, because her works of art are quite precious, she would be swimming in cash, or I would, and then we would splurge and get great food and go places and buy crystals and go to Michael's and go crazy on art supplies. It's just one of those things where we're meant to have these connections with people in very special ways. So let's see what's coming in for you. And again, we're using these gorgeous Shadowscape cards, and I can't believe what's been pulled so far for people. I mean, people are having very miraculous readings with these cards. So the Tower moment, you're letting go, and I expected this to come up fairly soon with the, you're going to have a Tower moment with a person in your life right now where they are going to show their true colors, and you're going to be like, oh, why didn't I listen to my intuition? I absolutely knew that this person was up to no good. They're not going to do you harm, but you're just going to recognize that they have a propensity to be hateful, mean, and low vibrational. And all of a sudden you're going to be like, oh, and the reason it's a Tower moment for you is because you hoped against hope that this person was indeed not this way. So when they show their true colors, it's not a huge surprise to you, but you're just disappointed in that fact. It's not like, but this is also you just leaving behind things so you can start a new foundation, right? A lot of you people are going to be leaving some of your current jobs going, screw them. They absolutely undervalue me. They have no idea what it is to use positive reinforcement or say thank you. Goodbye. We're not put on this earth to work and suffer to make other people money. We're just not. And that's going to be one of the realizations for a group of you too. Remember, this is for a collective. So we also have the Eight of Wands. This is about you just moving towards your goal, your dream, where you're passionate. Look, you're kind of like setting these wishes out there, blowing them to the wind and going, okay, heart, intuition, passion, gusto, let's go get this. And you have your faithful foxes there. They're listening for and looking for intuition and intuitive hits and synchronicities to help you on your way. You just are. You've maintained this kind of like momentum, but been sidelined here and there for other people with not great intentions. And now you're like, you know what? I'm letting it all go. I'm focusing on me. I need to know, ta-da, where my King of Pentacles moment is. Where is my valley of abundance? What makes me feel fulfilled? Where is my art? Where are my kindred spirits? Where is my compass pointing me? Where, I love this so much because it's like, where is my growth, my foundation? Where are my roots? Look, he's coming right out of the tree. Where do I want to set up shop to make these dreams, these aspirations true? Because you are coming into a lot of money. You have ideas. You have things that are turning into gold. You have the Midas touch that is coming up for you, Group 3. So believe in yourselves. Do not be deterred. Move forward with this and just go for it. And if you want any further elaboration on this, all my links are down below for private reads as well. Beautiful energy, Group 3. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Melanie. I'm so excited for you. Comment down below what you think of this deck, because I'm going to do a quick flip through. I am blown away by the art and the messages that I channel when I see this. The symbolism is so helpful as well. This person is remarkable. I am so impressed by this. It is just like, it just makes my absolute, wow, it makes my absolute life to have this deck. So anyway, again, all my links are down below. I'm very excited for you, Group 3. Do not hesitate to go out and just slay. So for all of you guys, if you're tuning back in and you want to see a quick flip through, I'm just so enamored of this. I'm going to put like 3 cards down at once and just zoom in so we can get as much as possible. Oh, look at this. And, oh, the moon, the star. It's just so rich and elaborate. I love the lavenders. I love the grays with the yellows. Look at that. 9 of Cups, the fish, 8 of Cups. Just beautiful winged and tailed creatures. This is stunning. The 7 of Cups. It's like floating oases. Look at this, Six of Cups. There's so much symbolism in this. This is very Alice in Wonderland. We have the Ace of Cups. I just love the symbols are very, very helpful. I love this Six of Wands being celebrated on the top of this beautiful spiraling shell, up and away, and having the laurel. Remember, I always said this is like Caesar returning to Gaul for me. It's, returning to victories and people celebrating you. The King of Swords. Oh, the crows there. Beautiful. This is so stunning. Like, I can't even describe this. The lion statue that comes into like the beautiful gleaming. Oh, it's like lions' heads everywhere and phoenixes and just gorgeous creatures, mythical creatures everywhere. The Queen of Wands. Look at her just playing her harp with her beautiful bird up there. Oh, just heaven. Look at this. Da 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 da. Score! Knight of Wands. Dun, 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 dun. I just love all the mythical creatures on the background. They are so stunning. The Page of Wands. Oh, everyone has some kind of cool instrument they're playing. Look at this, 10 of Wands, castles in the tree and skies. 9 of Wands. This is super stunning, the Justice card. Look at the beautiful scales with the butterflies in there. Oh, just stunning. I'm going to lay them down because sometimes I find waving them around can make me a little dizzy. Knight of Swords, beautiful. It's just like layer upon layer upon layer of message and temperance. Okay, so I'm just doing like half the deck because I want it to be a surprise. I'm going to use this in the next few reads. The Chariot is one of my favorite cards with the turtles down below and the beautiful unicorns pulling her through the sky. Wow. I'm just stunned by this. Like, I almost just want to like kick myself in my own rear end for not having this be one of the first decks I've ever ordered. Like, I don't know how I missed this out, you know what I mean? But it's one of those synchronicity things where it's like I really needed an infusion of fresh artwork and dimension to some of my readings, and this provides it in a very rich way. So I'm very excited. So again, comment if you love this deck. I'm going to have to hold a contest. I'm approaching, I think I just passed 36,000 subs. When I get up to probably 38. I like that number. I'm probably going to hold a contest over on Instagram if you'd like to come see me. I always hold contests over there, and I'm going to do a deck giveaway with this because I want somebody else to have this deck, and I'll have like a crystal that cleanses and purifies it. Oftentimes I'll just put something like this after a reading. I'll put a really chunky crystal quartz on top of it that kind of clears the energy and magnifies it. So wow, I'm really, really blown away by this. So thank you to the creators of this beautiful, again, Shadowscapes Tarot by Stephanie Pui Moonlaw. Stunning, beautiful, mind-blowing. So I'm going to go upload.